Are you afraid of losing your fitness while you're on holiday or while you're traveling for work? I used to get that way too. Today I'll talk about my strategies for avoiding this fear, which lets me both enjoy my time away from home and come back refreshed without losing progress. Stick around for some practical tips from my personal experience of being a self-motivated lifter. This is one of the often overlooked areas of training where training meets life. At the end of the day, you can optimize your training as much as you want, but if the constraints in your life won't let you continually maintain momentum, habits, and progress, you won't be getting the results that you're hoping for. So finding strategies and sometimes compromises to allow training and life to coexist is crucial. As always, if you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I make these videos to help you, and while I try to be as clear as possible, there's always more nuance to add. So here are the 3 key worries people have when they go on holiday. First of all, that they'll lose strength, cardio, or muscle adaptations that they worked hard to get. Secondly, that you'll break your good habits and struggle to get back into them when you return. And finally, that anxiety about the previous 2 will cause you to feel guilty during the trip itself. So let's dig into all of these in more detail. The fear of losing your strength. There's some really good news here. It turns out that actually maintaining fitness is a lot easier than building it. The amount of stimulus and training volume required to not lose an attribute is much less than that required to build it. Strength and cardio will start to drop off if not used in about 2 weeks, but very, very slowly. Cardio drops off a bit faster than strength as it requires more volume and stimulus to build initially. But in short, you're very unlikely to notice a significant loss in performance during a 1 to 2 week vacation. Even one single session per week can be enough to maintain fitness levels for an extended period of time of up to several months. The second fear is that you'll break your good habits that you worked hard to develop, and you'll struggle to get back on the wagon when you come back. This one is a bit trickier because a broken habit can be difficult to get back into. Some people do fine with treating themselves while they're on holiday, enjoying a brief break from the normal routine, and then come back refreshed from the change of pace. Personally, I do like to keep a bit of a habit, but just modify it to fit my new surroundings and schedule. Try out both options and see which one works the best for you. At the end of the day, it's you who has to do it. Fear number 3 is that the anxiety will cause you to feel guilty during the trip itself and not enjoy it as much. So it's tough to avoid this type of anxiety if you rationally believe that you will break your habits and you will regress in strength. So what can we do? Make it so that you rationally believe that neither of those will happen. As I just discussed, they probably won't, so we just need to have a plan to mitigate those issues, and you'll have no reason to be anxious at all. You can be content in the knowledge that periodic deloads are part of all advanced athletes' yearly training schedules. It's normal and it's fine. So here's how I do it. I find it best to continue on a modified routine while I'm on an extended holiday. The footage you're watching in the B-reel is an example workout I did this winter over Christmas. I was staying in my in-laws' house for a few weeks without access to my normal gym training equipment, so I tried to work similar movement patterns to my normal program, working with whatever I had access to. I swapped out weighted pull-ups for under-the-table rows, bench press variations for push-ups, overhead press for pike push-ups on the stairs, and dumbbell bicep curls with bicep curls using a backpack full of as many water bottles as I could find. It's not perfect, but it is plenty to get the job done. The next week I was in a city, so I just went to a commercial gym once and mostly used machines to work the same muscles. The week after that I spent rock climbing in Thailand, so outside of my climbing I didn't do any sort of structured fitness at all. And how did it all work? Well, when I came back home to use my normal setup again, in my very first session I hit modest PBs in 2 out of the 6 exercises I did that day. For the other 4, I was within 1 to 2 reps using the same amount of weight as I was using before the holiday. And then in my second session back, I was progressing every single one of them again, as you should be too. Thanks for watching. Keep training hard, but also keep living your life, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.